My name is Bria Anderson, and I'm here with the Sailfish News Network. And today I'm here with...
My name is Larry Davis, and I'm the sitting president of the Community Service Advisory Board, better known as CSAB.
Thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. And can you tell us what the CSAB does?
Well, we are a board that's of volunteers that represent the city of Stuart, and we make recommendations to the city as a whole towards a lot of different areas. Mainly, well, in this case, we're sitting here at 10th Street Recreation Center. So this is one of the areas that are included that, for example, there's ongoing talks and concerns of developing this property. But we're not only here for 10th Street. It's the city as a whole. There's different parks that we have made recommendations for, and a lot of different programs that go on here, which I'm sure you're aware of because you're involved in them.
Yes, sir, and we have fun with those thanks to you. And I'm guessing that this is a nonprofit organization, so what do you do to raise money?
Well, glad you asked. There's one fundraiser that's coming up this coming Friday, the 18th. It's a golf tournament. It's a four-ball, I guess what's called four-ball tournament that's been held at the Hope Sound Golf Club, and that's actually our major fundraiser. This is the fourth year it's been going on, and it brings in a lot of money that we kind of distribute and make recommendations on how it can be best utilized throughout the community.
Thank you. And what is your position on the CSAB?
Okay, as I stated, I'm currently the sitting president, and I'm a long time. Well, actually, I'm born and raised here in the city of Stuart, so I have a lot of interests of future developments and well-being of this neighborhood.
And what do you do as far as advertising and getting the name out there and getting the entire community involved?
Well, that's kind of a work in progress. There has been newsletters that have gone out, and we've put flyers in the past in for those property owners in the city of Stuart. Whenever they send out the utility bills, as needed, we'll send out flyers in those mailings. There is been, in the newspaper, there's been newspaper articles whenever we've had any board meetings where we want the public to come be a part of. And pretty much word of mouth is another big way of doing things, and that's kind of what our involvement is. Most of us have concerns or in the community, and we're just by word of mouth talking to different people about what we're doing, what we're trying to do, and at the same time getting feedback so that we can come back to the as a board as a whole to discuss what the community really wants and expects from the city as a whole.
Callie Flood.
Nice to meet you and nice to be with you here today. Can you tell us what your role is in the upcoming golf tournament?
Yes, I am the Vice President of the Community Service Advisory Board for the City of Stuart, and we are in charge of putting on one fundraiser for the year, and this year we're doing our 4th annual golf tournament.
That's great. And what do you do as Vice President of the board?
We are a board of 7, and we meet once a month to decide on what the community's needs are, and we recommend to the city commissioners on basis of what we hear from the community members.
That's great. And can you tell us a little bit about your profit and how you make it and what the numbers are looking at right now?
Sure. We are happy to have our 4th golf tournament under our belt, and we are looking at raising between $10,000 and $15,000 this year, and we are going to use that money for the Kiwanis Park to build a special needs playground for children in our community.
Wow, that's great. And is there anything else that you would like to mention?
We are certainly looking for more players this year. If anyone is interested in coming out, they can also just be a part of our meetings monthly. They are open to the public, and we love to hear comments and suggestions from them as well.
Where and when are your meetings held?
We meet the 3rd Monday of every month at 6 o'clock down at City Hall, and it's open to the public and anyone who wants to come.
Dana DeWint.
Nice to meet you and nice to be here with you.
Thank you, Bria. I've seen your interviews before. I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you. I know my expectations are high now. Well, can you tell me what your involvement is with the golf tournament coming up this Saturday?
Indeed, I am the chairman of the golf committee, so I put together the committee members, and we've been out finding sponsors and finding players, and it'll take place on October the 18th at the Hobe Sound Golf Club.
That's great to hear. And I'm hearing that this is all to raise funds for community parks and recreations?
Right. It's actually the Community Services Advisory Board, and they have an account which is reasonably sizable, and they make decisions on how to spend their funds in the community with a sort of a primary emphasis on children.
That's great. And so, do you host, or are you the chairman of the golf tournament that you do every year? So are you the go-to golf guru guy?
Well, I have been, yes. Apparently nobody else has asked me to step aside yet, so this is my 4th year of doing this.
I'm guessing someone's doing their job right.
Thank you for saying that.
Anytime. So how long have you been golfing?
Well, I've probably played golf since I was a teenager, and there are many, many very good golfers that play in the event, and there are some regular average men and women that play in the event, and they have a great time, and there are lots of prizes and fun for long drive and closest to the pin on a par 3, and lots of things you can win in raffles and so forth. So it's fun.
So what is your goal this year, funding-wise?
Well, the goal this year would be to come up with a net profit to the Community Services Advisory Board of between $10,000 and $15,000, because they have allocated a generous part of that as part of the wonderful project that's occurring in Kiwanis Park in downtown Stewart for the new special needs playground for children in the community.